way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with TOYO, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Church, real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get man. Come on, press play, press play.
Yeah, we live, man.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Yeah.
We got in the building already. We got up in here already. Welsh up in here. You already know. Drop that link for Welsh. Welsh cooking good. Salute to Schoolcraft new member. Salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute Schoolcraft new member. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Hey. Yeah.
Bad Batch 45 in the building. You dig? Shit.
Yeah.
Skip Bell, big Skip Bell. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, welcome to another cookout. You know what I mean? Yeah, we still cooking. We still cooking. We still cooking. You already know. We all know what we're gonna have on the grill today. We all know, you know what I mean. You know, like I said, I keep the Murray steak burgers and the hot dogs. Just they're gonna be here. They're gonna be here every day. But you know what I mean. People, we got different guests that come through and they bring stuff for us to cook. Cook on the grill. So Big Brother Welsh always in the building. Salute.
Salute. Yeah, man.
What's been good? What's been good?
Ain't much, man. You was talking about bringing food to the cookout. I used to own a barbecue restaurant, in St. Louis, and you get a it's funny because you own a barbecue restaurant and we got real good food. And our name ring bells in the city type deal. And my little brother's mother, she can't cook. None of her friends can cook. Nobody in her circle can cook. So we get called. Me and my little brother, we get called to a little barbecue, spot, for whatever gathering with my little brother's mother and stuff, man. And as soon as we walk in there, everybody already know, that we own a barbecue restaurant, so they already looking at us, man. They got their eyes on us when we go up there to get the food, watching what food we gonna get, what I'm saying, all that shit.
Yeah.
And we flipping through the food, man. We don't know where to get. All that shit look nasty. We know how it be. So I grab a patty. I don't know what it is. I'm like, forget it. I'll just get this. You know what I'm saying? And I got me some chicken. The chicken was nasty. Me and my little brother, we eating the patty. We like, man, what is this? We asked what it was. Hey, bro, I swear to you, you got 3 guesses, and I promise you won't guess what it was.
What? You got a patty? It was supposed to be a burger.
Yeah, but guess what the patty was, man?
Some veal or something. Some tofu or something. What was it?
Nope.
What was it?
You got one more guess. You got one more guess.
Some shit. What?
Nope. No. Man, nobody ever get this. It was a
kangaroo meat.
No. It was an oatmeal patty. Man.
Hey, where was you at? What part of town you was in?
Where was you at?
Right.
These black folks, man.
And these black folks gave you that oatmeal patty?
Bro, man, and everybody looking at us because they want to see what I'm saying. I'm like, man,
What?
yeah, bro.
That's the first one for me. I had oatmeal patty. What they had on it? Your mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato on the oatmeal patty?
Man, I didn't get no bread or nothing. I didn't want to eat anything, but you don't want to be rude. You know what I'm saying? Because they already looking at you. Because so I grabbed something.
How y'all knew it was oatmeal patty? How y'all find out?
So we asked. I was like, man, what is it?
Oh man. Oh man.
And
Wow.
speaking of, bro, how you have you ever been to? Has anybody ever messed up your Thanksgiving or your Christmas? Wait to the day, day of to try a new recipe or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Mad as hell at you, like, what the hell is this?
For sure, man. Listen, my shit. Salute my queen. My queen.
Hey man, for anybody
Hey, listen.
outside gardening, and you
Yeah.
want some good yield for the the cucumbers and them tomatoes and stuff like that, man. Get y'all some fish bone meal, man.
Oh, okay. I want to talk to you anyway, Supreme. I want you to get on the grill in a little bit. Hold on though. But look, yeah, salute Queen. She she from Scotland, right? But check this out. That joke, me and her was arguing one day. We was arguing early in the week. It was before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I had forgot about it though. I'm on the road doing 3 shifts. I'm thinking about that good Thanksgiving plate, right? I'm thinking about that good Thanksgiving plate. So I had forgot about we was arguing and shit. So I know Thanksgiving I call, I'm ready to get off. I'm thinking about the what I'm gonna be eating. How you picture the plate, you already know what kind of plate you gonna have. So I just called, check in. Yeah. I'm on my way home, with the plate. What we got? Man, this joker said, we got some green bean casserole. Hey yo, green bean casserole. I ain't never had no green bean casserole. So you know what? I immediately remember when she said green bean casserole. I immediately remember, this cuz earlier in the week, whatever. I said, all right. I ain't even go. I ain't eat that Thanksgiving. I ain't eat that Thanksgiving for sure. So I do know what you're talking about, for sure.
Insane said niggas was at the vegan 100% grain patty. Did you get the banana fries? Nah, bro.
Oh, they get. Oh, that's a thing. Then that's a thing.
Yeah, I know.
Is that Welsh pedigree you pulled up? Pull up that pedigree Welsh dropping.
Yeah.
Please, I'm sorry for saying that like that. Can you please pull that up? I want him to
Nah, Toyo, this your show. Talk how you talk to me. Talk to me nice though. Tomorrow morning when you on my show, you already know what it is.
All right. Well, shit, we'll pull it up then. So, look, let me check out this work. Let me see if I can see it. Who work is this? This Welsh work?
Yeah.
Okay, put this up there. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Welsh, I need you to come up and explain to us, your choices and stuff. That's what I wanted to ask you anyway. I kind of wanted, when you was rapping to us yesterday, I wanted you to kind of explain, like how you was talking to us. You could explain where you went at with it, like how you decided to get your dogs in. Because, man, you say you got a good dog, and I heard you got a good dog, or whatever. So can you tell us the choices you made and how how the decisions and stuff like that? And you can show us actually with the pedigree or whatever. You show us why you took that female to that man. or whatever. You can break it down to us like that if you willing to. Salute to the cookout. Who up in here eating? Hey, Supreme, you in the building?
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Well,
what about Wes? What you ready to say?
oh, he just kicked in the door, man.
Oh shit, he up here.
Yo, hey, Big TOYO, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You know what Jeep brother name was, right?
Which one? The Charlie or some shit?
Charlie.
Okay. So you know enough. So let me ask you a question right quick.
Okay.
If you breed two belly mate brothers offspring together, are they Jeep dogs?
If you breed two belly mate brothers offspring together,
if you own Jeep and I own one of his brothers, and those are the only two dogs we have in common.
And we breed them dogs. We breed them two dogs together.
No, we breed. So I own Jeep, you own the brother, but we both got different females on the yard, and we breed they offsprings together. Are those? Would you consider those Jeep dogs?
No, I mean hell, no, not me because. No.
Well, it's a reason I'm asking you that now.
No, I would consider them the most I could consider them in the most I could consider them is all right. No, this is what I'm saying. He ain't saying. He's saying okay. They two different yards. Jeep. One got Jeep. One got Charlie. Say that. All right. Okay. Now is those Jeep dogs over on Charlie yard? No, those Charlie dogs.
Okay. So whoever putting the pairs on the screen, the last pair that I posted, put that on the screen. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna tell you why Red Boy get too much credit. A lot of people probably ain't gonna like this. I'm gonna show you why Red Boy get too much credit. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but certain dogs today that a lot of people like and say have a heavy Red Boy influence, they don't realize that Red Boy belly mate, as they want to say, is in some of those breedings, but y'all call them Red Boy dogs.
Oh, I got what you're saying.
Oh, yes, sir. They call them Red Boy dogs, though.
What was the dog brother name? I mean, what was
now? If you listen. I'm trying to show you how you're supposed to look at these pedigrees. If you look at this pedigree right here, because I'm not going to do the work for you. I'm going to show you and let you do it yourself. If you follow this pedigree right here, you will see that Red Boy and his siblings are in the back of this pedigree.
Okay, and you saying they calling this dog a Red Boy dog?
No, I'm just giving this pet as an example of when they say a heavier Red Boy influence. But if you carefully go through this pedigree, you will see that the foundation of this pedigree, when you go back, is not just Red Boy in it.
Yeah, but okay. Well, hit on Toro for me. Hit on Toro for me. Hit on Toro down bottom. Dre, please.
All right.
Okay. Now.
He said, but if Jeep outproduce him, no, well, that's when you're doing individual. I said if they was in the same pedigree. It's really no way to say one outproduced the other until you get further down the line with the individual dogs. But if you blend in their offsprings together, because remember, you're outcrossing them at the same time with the females. So it's hard to say that as far as from that standpoint. But I want to see if y'all see it. Yeah, ain't no rush. You ain't got to see it today. You know, you could click on Red Boy pedigree and go to the siblings and follow it down that way to see if you run into the same pedigree. But I'm just trying to show people how to properly read these pedigrees, because a lot of these dogs y'all call Red Boy dogs, y'all call Jeep dogs. They are not Red Boy dogs and they're not Jeep dogs. Y'all got to stop looking for that one name. That don't make the whole pedigree. But that pedigree I sent you, though, is bred down from Jeep. I mean, I said from Red Boy and siblings, not just Red Boy.
All right.
TOYO.
I'm back in. Yeah, okay. Hey, Welsh, so tell me, like, okay, listen. I'm looking at a Red Boy. I see why they say that's a Red Boy dog. So, like, you see the Red Boy influences all in that dog. So why wouldn't you call that dog a Red Boy dog? That's what I want to know. Why wouldn't I call it a Red Boy dog? Because I'm gonna go back.
It's the same difference as you. It's the same difference with the Frank dogs. That's Chinaman Homer versus the Chinaman Frisco stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Red Boy has a heavier influence, but without his belly mates being in the foundation of it, you do not get the same dogs.
Oh well, okay, but like I got what you're saying there. You ain't gonna get the same. That's everybody. Red Boy's dogs ain't gonna be like that. Is what you saying? But
this goes back to what we also was talking about a couple of days ago. So with everybody focusing on chasing the male.
Oh, I got what you're saying.
This goes right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Even if you was chasing the male, you chasing only one half of it. Because again, without the other brother and sister in the pedigree, you're not going to get the same dogs you're looking for.
Yeah. I could dig it.
But that I only say that because I see what's going on with the Cunningham blood now. And it's like, I mean, I ain't got to say it. I mean, it's like people chasing a ghost because they not actually looking at the pedigree. They just stacking it from the 1st to the 12th. They not actually doing the diagnostic on the pedigree to see why the dog turned out the way they turned out.
I got what you're saying. So you basically saying more. I guess you're saying with the Cottonham blood, they just stacking the Cottonham on top of it without using. They should be incorporating more of its other siblings from what Cottonham was made from. Is that what you're saying? They should use more of the ingredients that Cottonham came from. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
they should be looking into more dogs.
They should
looking into more dogs that was made like Cottonham and don't be scared to use them. And maybe that's what you're saying. Look behind Cottonham and breed your Cottonham stuff to stuff that made Cottonham. That's what you're saying.
I mean, that stuff is still around. Why wouldn't you?
I could dig it.
That's all I'm saying.
You're giving people you're giving people another door to open up for them and incorporate it. Keep their eyes on that. I understand. Look at the roots of what made your dog. Don't just concentrate on that dog that everybody talk about. Look at the ingredients that made that dog. You might not can't get to that dog, but you might get the ingredients that made that dog right around you. So yeah, I got you. And it might be better for you to use the ingredients that made that dog instead of that dog itself. Real talk. I understand where you're coming from on that. But I do understand why they would be saying that stuff up there. That first pedigree had all that Red Boy in it. You know, you just went back and seen, you looking at it where as though, just like when you said about the Jeep things and all that, like Jeep and Charlie both would be like, they would be like, somebody could say they Finley Bow stuff. Somebody could be looking at the Finley Bow thing. Like instead of going to Jeep or Charlie or whatever, they would go to some other Finley Bow dogs, something like that. I guess that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, but and also because, like I always say, I don't like to take credit from dogs. As we talked about the last few days, how people be wanting credit from certain breedings. Where if you want your credit, why the other dogs in the pairs ain't get their credit? Because again, Again, every dog in the pedigree is a moving part, just like an engine. Everybody got to play a role. So Red Boy didn't do all that shit by himself if you carefully read the roadmap. So that's why I say a lot of people chasing the ghost instead of just adding the other side of it that's still working, you know.
So you can't have Red Boy engine, Red Boy wheels, Red Boy everything. You got, I mean, it could be Red Boy, but you gotta have some other.
I mean, it can. Who am I to tell you how to do it? But if you doing all that, it need to be some results.
I got you.
That's all. I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's nice. Okay, you got Red Boy in there 700 times now. What's the results?
Nothing but just Red Boy in there. Some people just like, you know, it's just Red Boy in there. You know?
Yeah. Yard ornaments. I got you. I got you. But yeah, man.
Man, is it a benefit though? Is it a benefit of those people that breed like that though? Like
I mean, don't get me wrong.
They just stacking, like, you know, they just keeping the family pure or whatever they calling it. Or, you know, I might be using the wrong words, but say somebody just, that's all they doing is the Red Boy. They ain't even worrying about, you know, they chose Red Boy. Would you dip in a basket for one of your moving parts if you needed a Red Boy blend?
Everybody has a role to play. Now, me personally, everybody got I'm a Boomer man. If it ain't Boomer, I'm really ain't gonna fuck with it. You know, I'll take a chance with certain, but I'm not gonna choose nothing else over Boomer when it comes to it. If I got 4 different families of Red Boy in front of me, as they call it, I'm going with the Boomer stuff.
All right, now, let me ask you this. Now, is you saying that because you have seen the product? That's why you saying that. That's the only reason you're throwing that name out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. I got you. Okay.
So, I mean, where
you think the performance is coming from in the Boomer stuff? Where you think it's coming from? Boomer himself. Where you think it is captured at? You think
it's not. I'm not gonna say Boomer himself. I would just say,
are you looking behind Boomer like you talking about the other shit? Is you looking like other things that created Boomer and them type of things?
I'm looking behind him, but I'm also looking at the dogs behind him. I'm also looking at their siblings.
Cool, gotcha.
See, when you want to measure, when you trying to measure our performance and all that, again, people don't like to do the work. So if you talking about these dogs is good, okay, I want to know the dog that's in your dog 4th generation. How was his brother? How was his mother? How was his half brother? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, all of those dogs, majority of them have dogs that's down from them today that go along with your dogs. So you got to remember, the grandfather to your dog might have a better line. His brother might have a better line of dogs that's in the private that you might not even know about, that you need to get to know. Because you just trying to chase one side of the family. I mean, yeah, some people have success with it, but again, when we talk about percentages, it ain't really the people that's incorporating different sides of the family. If you really pay attention to some of these pedigrees, have the most success. They not just sticking with one side of the family.
All right, now look at how they did the red. Look how they took the Jocko stuff to that right there. All right, now, explain what you say. How would you think they thinking about that in your terminology? Is it going back to K? Is they looking at Cable's Fang and all that type of stuff when they took this forward? You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, in this case, I'm gonna say probably not, only because when Red Boy and Jocko Blood got together, it was something special. So it really didn't lack anything for the people who really know about them dogs back then. When Red Boy and Jocko Blood touched each other, it really didn't need nothing else. So they really didn't have to look in the rearview mirror one more time, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
understand
so
totally what you're saying.
it's
You would move forward from
yes,
there instead of going
yeah.
backward from there.
It pretty much did what it did, and all they had to do was concentrate it and keep it, keep it going. They
And
didn't
what
really have to
you
look back in the mirror like a certain other dog. If I wanted to improve Chinaman blood, let's say, I would breed. Well, I would try to get the best performing Chinaman Frisco and Chinaman Homer dogs, and then I would try to put that together and see what I get. So I ain't got to worry. You know what I'm saying? So in every program, you do not have to look in the rearview mirror.
That's what I was
Depending
going to
on
ask you. That's what I was ready to ask you. Do you ever stop looking in the rearview mirror?
no. well, the reason because over the years I've found so many cousins and dogs that I might have in the third, fourth generation that also have families of dogs that coexist with my dogs, that some of them was better, some of them wasn't. So that's why I always look for the other side of the family instead of just trying to get the same shit within the family. Because at the end of the day, if you want to breed, for the people who say they like to keep it tight and right, you can keep it more tight and right if you don't use the direct family members. Again, if you pay attention to some of these pedigrees, you will see that they have belly mate sisters in the pairs, belly mate brothers in the pairs, and they doing 50-50s. They not doing too much inbreeding.
Okay, yeah, to stay alive. So when you breeding your dogs, do you line breed and inbreed?
No, I don't inbreed at all unless
You
it's
don't
an
inbreed at all.
emergency. I don't inbreed. I do 50-50s, all half siblings.
Okay. Would you you're not looking at any other blood to incorporate in your blood? Like what does your blood consist of? Like what would you call your dogs that you produce, and what kind of line, like what is it consist of as far as bloodlines that we know?
Out of all of the different programs, I would say it's probably 60% Boyles, Bolio, Tombstone, and the rest is alligator, Chinaman. Let me see, alligator, Chinaman. Yeah, that's basically it. With a little bit of Boomer, Red Boy, if that's what you want to call it.
All right, now that was a lot of shit. Now I want to ask
But
you.
see, all of that stuff is in the back. I don't concentrate on that. That's why I tell you, I got 12 generations.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
My dog is Welsh Kennels dog.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so that's what I said. I wish you had one of your pedigrees up here. So
Okay. Look. Who on the page right now? Who on the page right now? I can show you so that way you don't get confused.
That's Toro.
So just pull up just pull up Bang page or Macho Boo X. Type in Macho Boo X, it'll pop up. Or can I put it in the chat? Let me see something.
Dre, you still there? Oh, okay, Dre's still there. That's what's up.
I'm about to put it in the back chat.
I think he got.
It's up.
Right.
Hey, let me say this while y'all getting it together, man.
Okay.
This brother Dog Man TV said better than the Breakfast Club, man. Stop the cap.
Hey, drop the link for him. Drop the link for him. Like shit, we need to know what the cap is. This shit, nigga. I know he was trying to beat me up yesterday. He was trying to beat me up. He said that hunting. He said that hunting game is a different game. I don't even know what you're talking about. That hunting game is a different. I said, all right, we'll just come to the cookout, bro. Just come to the cookout.
Hey, so Toyo, talking about hunting game, right? So he was at work. I'm in this class this week, man. That's why I've been dipping out on y'all early and stuff, man. So I'm in this class this week, right? And they asked, they said, we put you on a desert island. What's the one item you take? So people was talking about the little water sucking hoses and all that stuff, man. Water purifiers and all that stuff. I said if I could take one thing, it'd be my bow. Man, they looked at me like I was crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a bow. Then this girl gonna ask me, this is profiler for real. She said, you know how to shoot a bow? You know how to shoot a bow? I was like, yes. Go to YouTube and find out.
Y'all
know what I'm
motherfuckers stupid.
You know what I'm saying? and so I was like, they was like, where are you gonna get the arrows from? I was like, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but modern bows typically come with a clipper of at least 4 or 5 arrows on there. So I'm including that in my what I'm bringing with me to the desert island. So you go ahead and keep your little water sucking hoses over there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, go ahead.
Damn.
But if you go to her offspring, go to Savage.
In Carolina be popping out of Dre.
All right, hold before you go there. Hold before you go there. Go back real quick before you go there. Damn, this is what all right.
I told you.
Now, Max and Pant, Boss Hog and whatever. That's your work. This your work. We ready to go to your offspring. This your work.
No. I got so I acquired Macho Boo from one of my partners.
All right, okay. Go ahead, drive. I just wanted to, because I want to make sure I'm looking at your work.
I'm about to show you, because the reason why I did all of this, I'll show you my other one on the back street. But this project right here was to show motherfuckers that you can get a set of good dogs. Like when I say buy your stock, test your stock, and breed your stock, this is an example of it that I did for the public. If you go to her offspring and click on Lady Boo X.
Hold up, y'all. My bad, man. I on the wrong.
Damn, Dre rebooted the computer.
I ain't know what happened.
I started looking at my damn service and shit.
Motherfucker, he eating while he doing shit at the cookout.
Hey man,
barbecue sauce all on his hands.
Yeah, man, stop it. Hey, which one you said?
Click on hold on, what page you on? Macho. Oh, click on Savage. Click on Savage.
We on Big
Hill. Click on her
offspring.
Yeah, we on Big Hill channel. That's the only reason he talking to me like that. You know,
Big Hill. Y'all want to see some agriculture? Or you
yes, and Samurai. Click on her. Click on that offspring.
All right.
You took your Macho Boo to a garden dog.
Lady Boo X.
You took your Macho Boo to a garden dog, right?
Yeah. Now, okay, big Toyo. What do you call that right there?
I see.
Now.
I see.
Now, go ahead. Go. I'm gonna let you say first.
I see. In my words, I see that you acquired a dog. You acquired a dog. Yeah, a dog, and you put your hands on it and made something out that dog, and you decided to go to a garden dog. And it was a good move for you, and then you stayed on the yard with that because you got the okay, and you just start doing some work. You went in the kitchen, you start doing your own thing.
Now
you doing your own thing right here. You know you doing your own thing. You know what I mean? I see.
Okay. Now this is what I want to show you. This is what I want to show you. Okay, so now go to. Okay, so I'll just say it so he ain't got to say the switch the screen. So Macho Bane and Savage. Now, Big Toyo, listen to me. Don't now Savage brother Macho Caesar and Macho Bane's sister Black Beauty. I'm about to breed them also. So that's 2 sets. So basically, the pig would be flipped upside down on the other half. You would have the Caesar on top. So listen. So when I put that together, now that pushes the other shit to the back more. Now, Samurai, can you go to Bang? Click on Bang Pedigree and go to Go to Clarissa Shields.
Now is Savage what you concentrating on now?
No, you about to see it, big fella. You about to see it. You about to see it.
Okay.
Okay. Now you see what that one is.
Okay. I see.
No, it ain't too much to read. The breeding ain't happened yet. It's still
Okay.
we still on yeah.
Okay.
But
It
that's another part that will be added to the pig that you just seen.
That's gonna be an out. Right? That's gonna be like an out for you, right?
It's another. Okay, so if you look at the Lady Boo pig, you notice it's double bred off of Macho Boo. She's on the top, she's on the bottom. Her blood has been outcrossed twice, and then it was put together. Now, if you notice, when I breed this litter, right, well, whichever one, if it make it, if this goes to that pig that you just seen, it would be double bred off of Bane, double bred off of Macho Boo, with 3 different outcrosses in it.
So you just separating you putting your stamp on it. You separating it so whereas though you no more can say it's basically the Wakamai, all that's gonna be gone. All that's gonna be gone. All ready red.
Yeah, but
all that's gonna be pushed off. All that's gonna be pushed off. So it's gonna be
read my headline, it's a home of the Bane and Macho Boo dogs. Yeah. So within eight generations, I can keep Bane and Macho Boo in the forefront with having different outcrosses.
Yeah, you setting up a foundation for you to move off your own good dogs that you made out of those dogs that you acquired. Now you tightening up on the good dogs that you acquired, basically to move forward off of that. So they're gonna be moving forward off the Macho Boo and the Bang jumps. That's basically, I think that's what you're saying, broken down into my type shit.
I mean, yeah, that's so when people say you cannot create new lines or families of dogs, you have to know what you're talking about and what you're looking at. Because at the end of the day, when you look at that pig, you see them successful dogs in the front as Welsh Kennels dogs. They not the niggas who in the back. They my
That's
dogs.
The whole thing. That's all you gotta break it down to right there.
That's it.
You building a foundation off of some what did you just say? The dogs in the front is what? That's not what did you just say? Those successful dogs. The successful dogs. Successful dogs is what he's trying to say. Like that's what he like. You can't do it, or you can, but like he's doing it on successful dogs. That's how he's trying to. That's what he's saying. He making himself just like them dudes in the background. That's all they did. Like basically now he got a successful joint that he could build off of, but he still has to have success. He still has to stay with success. So you created success, and now you're trying to build off your success. So that's what it breaks down to.
Correct, but
not just going back to the other people's thing and riding off their name. No, he trying to make his name like these dogs, not no more the dogs behind him. He trying to make you be like, oh, I could start from here. Just like we start. He said you ain't got to go back from TOYO. They ain't look back on that or whatever. Basically, they moved forward because it worked. So he's saying he got something that works. So whereas though if he putting it out in the community, you wouldn't have to look back to Gardner or something that he used himself. When this combination works, he already did the work for you with the Gardner and different things he did. So now you can work off a Bane and Macho Boo joint. That's what you're saying, bro?
I mean, that's it. And then, but the important part is you got a network so you can know how the stock is doing. Because if you notice the bottom side of this litter, that's the female I got from Heart and Finish. Y'all already know what them dogs look like. So now me taking her to Bane, that's another outcross for Heart and Finish now to put back with his shit.
All right, now my question would be for you, what is the male that you saying that can do the same thing for somebody else's yard? Because that's what you basically saying. That's what you're doing. You're doing something so I could come to you and basically I could create a good dog. So like basically like, is it special dogs I need to bring to you, or you basically got your shit to where as though you think your shit will improve anybody yard? And what's the male that you saying to do that?
Honestly, I feel that it'll prove any yacht, and that's not even me being big headed. If somebody honestly came to me, I can show my inbox. If somebody came to me and said, I got this and this bitch, I'm trying to do this breed and such. Now I could let them just breed the Bane so they could just, for the paperwork say, okay, I bred to a champion, but I wouldn't even direct them to Bane or none of them. I would direct them to either Macho Caesar or Macho Bane, because if you look at Macho Caesar and Macho Bane, if you look at their pedigree, you notice they got almost a little bit of everything, but not too much tightly inbred. So if you got a heavy Bolio Tombstone dog, you could breed to either one of them, because if Little Caesar is a Chinaman dog, yeah, but he's also heavy. He got heavy Bolio Tombstone in him also, and Macho Boo is Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone heavy boils. She got a little bit of Jeep in her also. I call Macho Boo my Pandora's box, because you have to really look at her pedigree in order to know why I'm concentrating a lot off of her. You have to really dissect her pedigree a lot.
So what I'm saying is basically like, are you confident enough in your yard to have you already bred to other stuff, like other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with your stuff at all?
Oh yeah. It's successful.
And it worked good. So is there anything that you advise, like far as like what lines didn't work with that stuff? Did you run across that yet? Because that could be helpful too.
No, and hopefully within the next 6 to 12 months I'll be able to tell you another answer, because we in test, they still growing, so we
So
about
basically
another
saying
6
you
to
at the
12
point,
months I'll let you know.
So you at the point now where though you confident enough in your yard where though you're not scared for people to come over there and stick their females to you. You ain't scared for the public to, because it's a double-edged sword where it's the public start coming breed to this shit. You know what I mean? Like they can run it down, or they can run it up. So are you confident to already, that's how you feel? You feel like they ain't gonna run it down. Like I already did enough. I got enough data to where it's though only an asshole can run this shit down. That's how you feel about
Honestly, yeah. Because like I said, on a backstreet note, I can put you on, a 6-way call and let you hear certain things for yourself.
No, that's cool. I believe. I mean,
but
only got to go on what you say.
Like
you just gotta have confidence in what you talking about, and you talking about that, so that's cool. That's cool enough for me right there, bro. You good?
But it's to the point where you want and it's not too many dogmen that come on here and talk about the genetics, and that's the problem. It's the reason why we get a lot of bad dogs in the pit bull side of things. Again, a lot of this shit is too fucking tight. When you have heavily tight dogs, it suppresses a lot of the genes that you're actually trying to get to pop out. So when you stacking certain things too tight, you're suppressing it. So that's most of the okay. Let me give you a better example. Remember when the Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone dogs first came out? You remember that?
No, I can't say, but go ahead.
Well, anybody that's familiar with them dogs that remember that, no, it was a very high percentage, because them dogs were not tight. It was a fresh. Some people call it battle cross, some people call it whatever, but it was fresh. It wasn't inbred to death. That's why it was so many good working ones. When you heavily breed, and the crazy part is many times as Tom comes on and say his dogs is for outcrosses, he breeds his shit tight because it's his family of dogs. You supposed to outcross the shit. He tells you that, but they still go up there and trying to breed it the same way from the 1st to the 12th floor, and they not getting good results.
Maybe because they do that because it's this, they might be thinking of it. It's a safe way to play for a beginner to keep it in the family. and whatever, and you know you're not messing up, even though you're not having the same quality of dogs like far as what you doing, like, but basically they ain't going outside the lane. So basically, like, even though it's just suppressed or whatever, it's somebody always could use that to come wake it up, you know, and so people like that. Whereas though, as long as I could trust that you kept that the same. You kept that woo, even though, you know, so some people like to dig into those type of pools, but I definitely understand what you're saying. Those dogs aren't gonna be like, you know, I don't even know how those dogs would be, so I'm not gonna say and judge those dogs, because I'm sure you gonna have some fire pop up here and there, but for the most part, what you're saying is when you just stacking the same family on top of the same family, like you're not really. That's, you know, I see the negatives of that, but I could see how somebody could call that, like, basically, I ain't trying to mess up with no different crosses. I ain't into it like that. I just breed this. Just like Tom got his family of dogs saying that his is for the outcross. So the other ones are probably feeling the same way. Like, mine, you got to outcross them, because I just breed my family together on my yard. Ooh, I don't go out my yard or whatever. So yeah, I advise you to outcross it. You dig what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know,
I mean, it's the reason why the Chinaman Homer and the Chinaman Frisco shit is still separate on his yard, you know, but everybody else trying to super inbreed. There's certain stuff that you have to leave outcross, and then you introduce it to each other later on down the line.
yeah. But these
Like it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with bringing your shit tight. For instance, this is an outcross for Vinny. So if Heart and Finish wanted to tighten down on his shit, he could take a male and female from this litter right here on the screen and breed back into his litter without fucking up the genetics. Or taking a shot and say, let me do a brother and sister, when he could say, okay, I got a 50%, I could take the nephew of his dog and breed it to the other female that he got. So it's either way, whether you outcrossing or not, you can get the same results. But if we follow the test of time and we look at some of these dogs, they are not heavily inbred. Some of the most successful dogs, they have half siblings. They might have an uncle, aunt, or something from the other side in them. They're not heavily inbred.
All right, well, all right, check this out. Now, say, I understand totally where you're coming from. Real talk. You talking real talk. Now, listen. Now, say you got a guy, the average Joe. You know, he was into the dogs. He bought some top notch shit. Like, say he got some Zebo shit way back in the day. You know what I mean? And he ain't know nothing about breeding and none of that type stuff. You know what I mean? He had a male and a female. He ended up them jokers end up sticking, and basically so on and so on. Basically, like just that's all he had for years and years. Them same everything he got off them same two original dogs that he had gotten. They Zebo things. Now he ain't never been breeding according to the formula like you talking about. Them dogs been just breeding together and all that. Now they the real shit. They from the old shit, and you know they just been breeding together. Is he a use for the community? Is it any use for that thing over there in the community? I'm just asking.
I mean, yeah. I would say yeah. Because at the end of the day, Big Toyo, at the end of the day, it's a lot of shit that the community, it's a lot of shit that we all agree with. It's a lot of shit that we all disagree with. Mm-hmm. But one thing we cannot deny is, I'm gonna say it again, well, let me say this first. There's a lot of people with bad habits in the dog community. So you have to, for instance, somebody tried to buy the dogs, I'm telling you, with 12 generations, somebody with a bad habit in the dog community that a lot of people know, he tried to buy one of our dogs from one of my cousins. And I had to tell my cousin, I had to call my cousin yesterday and tell him, do not sell that motherfucker no dog. If you're going to sell him a dog, you go find a dog in the alley and sell to him. So no. I when it come to my work, I don't fuck around.
I got you.
I don't go too far.
I got you.
So, he tried to, so I had to did that real quick. But even with the breeder aspect, people say I was a hunter, I wanted a breeder. This is the thing. If all hunters got locked up and got back out, who you gonna get the dogs from?
Mm-hmm.
So again, everybody has a part in this moving engine that we call the gang dog community.
Mm-hmm.
But we got bad part, we have faulty parts, and we got OME parts. we got good parts and we got faulty parts. You want to make sure, even if you don't agree on how that part was made, long as it's in the good standards, it has a place in the gang dog community.
It's almost like going to the junkyard and try to grab some shit.
I'm just like I said, man. I don't agree with people who just breeding just to breed, especially if you. Let me say this: if you done more than 12 breedings in the last 5 years and you don't have a family of dogs, you are one of them people I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I'm not throwing no shade, but if you done 12 breedings in 5 years and you ain't got no family of dogs, what are you
doing? Some people got a family, don't even realize they got a family.
That's true too. That's true. But I mean, everybody has a like I said, man. Everybody has a part to play. It's just rather you go.
Families out there. You
do.
Yeah.
It just depends on where you going with your program and why, man. So it's a lot of variables. It's just on how you approach the situation.
But basically, it's more about, for me, it's always gonna be like they say, the old heads must have been trying to figure this shit out. So that's why they answer was a good dog where you find them. You did, because it's like what you said. You know what I mean? It's a use for everybody. Like, you know what I mean? And it might be a bad habit yard. It might be a bad habit yard. You know, and it's not like you promoting it, but like sometimes you find that good part in that man yard. Oh, he got that carburetor that working that ragged ass joint on the side of that joint. I could use that carburetor. You know what I mean? It be like that sometimes. I just need the back part. I just need that back part off his 67 or whatever. It's still
that's how it is, bro. That's how it is. That's just how it is. Yeah. I know somebody who did a 12-year bid. He got out. Everybody he was dealing with, dogs, either they died or got taken. So he was trying to figure out, how can he just get something to start fresh for his foundation? He got some land. He got like 10 acres. He stay out the way. So he wound up getting some magazines. He had his nephew do a little search online for a bunch of shit. So the dogs he was looking for just so happened to be with some people he really ain't want to deal with. But it goes back to what I say, we cannot punish the dog because of the human. So he had to put that shit to the side. He wound up acquiring his shit and never looked back. Now he probably, this was years ago, he probably about 4 generations in and he got some nice stock. He out there in Kentucky.
Yes,
certain people might know what I'm talking about, but he got some nice stock, man. But so that's another thing. We can't keep punishing the dogs because of human error, you know. So
real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk, bro. Yes, Big A, you still in the
Patrick inbred Bolio 3 times to get Commander Whitehead.
I'm in the background working, man.
Right. Issues breathing that tight. So he lined up. Patrick Bred Bowler. I mean, that's going to happen because you have to realize this with male genetics, especially on the male side, because females they take more genetics when you're inbreeding on a male like that, the genetic is trying to eat itself, and that's where the health issues come from.
True. Like sometimes that's what a lot of people don't realize either. Like and it go back to what you were saying earlier about don't just look at that dog to breed to, because like that dog is really just the finishing product of something. That it could be a finishing product of some bullshit. So where though all he gonna throw off is bullshit. Like he gonna throw all bad traits. You know what I mean? But like he a bad motherfucker. But the way they put him together, he gonna throw all bad tricks. So it's important to look behind them and shit. That's why he said he never stop looking out the looking in the rearview mirror, because like you got to know that like just because that dog a bad motherfucker, you still gambling, because you got to know what you're looking at behind what created that dog, because you getting all that, and he might kick that off. You dig what I'm saying? And though it's a flip side of that, because just because he kicked that off, that's when they be saying skip a generation. That's why some people, the old heads, say you gotta look at the grandparents and shit like that, because it's shit like that. It's just so many variables. Then you got some people that say the females are the ones that's producing the males are the ones that's producing the females. Like the males are going to throw off themselves in a female. The female is going to throw off herself in the male. So you got different types of tools to use in your toolbox. Just use them all. The key is to know when to apply them things. Sometimes you ain't got to look in the rearview mirror, like you said, but like don't never just take off your rearview mirror out your car. You dig what I'm saying? Always be able to look back there if you have to.
I mean, you got to, man. You got to. But I mean, again, man, it's like I said, to each his own. But a lot of because a lot of people who within the last 5-6 years, a lot of people have came out the cut saying, well, it was us who did this. We ain't get this. If so many people want their credit, once again, I'm gonna say it again. A lot of people want their credit. Y'all need to start giving credit to the dogs also. If you got winners in the first 4 generations, you shouldn't be calling them dogs the dogs from the 10th generation, brother. Because the dog in the 10th generation ain't on their yard. Them winners is on their yard. Or the producers is on their yard. That dog who made itself a name for itself in the 10th generation, the 8th generation, that one dog that people look for, he dead and gone, brother. Y'all need to focus on them dogs in the front.
All right, man. We had another good cook up, man. Welsh be cooking up some good plates out here. He feeding y'all good out here. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up though. We gotta save y'all something for tomorrow to keep y'all coming back, you dig? You know what I mean? Salute the channel. You already know the little cash app y'all told me get is scrolling down the bottom. A nigga need to eat and shit too, you dig? It's called the cookout, goddammit. You're gonna need food tomorrow. We're gonna need food tomorrow. So anyway, salute. Yeah, hey, Welsh, where can they get at you at, man? Because people probably want to tap into you and tap into your head sometimes or whatever. You got a hotline or something? What's good?
Nah, I ain't got no hotline, brother, but you give me it's just welshkennels@gmail.com, or just look for me on Facebook. Other than that, I'll be on here, man.
Yeah, he be at the cookout, y'all. Y'all know he slides through. He like to come through at the cookout and bless us. All right, go ahead. Hey, you got it.
Yeah, you know what it is. I'm around, man. I'm this the hangout, man. We here, man. So check us out in the morning, man. We got the morning show, no decaf. Dog of the week, man. Hey, they been shooting in them pictures, man, like crazy, and them dogs looking good. They keep looking better and better, man. Y'all get a part of that, man. It's going down tomorrow, man. Cash giveaway, free entry, and we got a digital dog show every single month, man. Free entry, cash prizes on the spot, man. Free t-shirt giveaway to a member, free t-shirt giveaway to a new member, and free t-shirt giveaway to a viewer, man. Y'all gotta be there to be square though. Every Saturday, first Saturday at the first Saturday of the month, man. We do the digital dog show for the previous month, man, and it's going down in May. That's all I can say, bro.
Right now, salute to everybody that came out. I can't really see the chat, but I know y'all up in here eating and shit. Barbecue all on your hands, all on your face, and all that shit. Hey, but salute to y'all. We see y'all at the next go. For the love of the motherfucking dogs.
For the love of the game.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, we out.